Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Mark Hanrahan.
Great to have you with us. I'm Jane McCarthy. Public records released by Spokane Public Schools show the district hired a special education teacher, even though the teacher disclosed allegations of misconduct.
KREM 2's Amanda Rowley investigated and asked the district what happened.
Spokane Public Schools hired Michael Henry for a special education teacher position at Shadle Park High School in 2016. Public records requested by the district show it knew Henry had prior allegations of misconduct in other districts, but he was hired anyway. In two separate documents, which are part of the SPS application process, Henry admits to being put on administrative leave for allegations of misconduct. Henry said he was placed on paid administrative leave in March 2015 for allegations from two paraeducators that he violated the right response protocols, but no disciplinary action was taken. In the second document, he wrote he was put on paid leave on allegations of unprofessional behavior in 2015, but no disciplinary action was taken. Spokesperson for Spokane Public Schools, Brian Coddington, says the district was only aware of the information provided in Henry's application. He says the district did not pursue additional information about the allegations, that is, until a Shadle Park parent contacted the district. Richard Pope reported Henry was putting his daughter in an isolation room repeatedly where she would harm herself. These incidents prompted the records requests to Henry's previous school districts. Records show Henry was placed on leave from Mount Spokane High School in January 2015. This was due to allegations of harassment from a paraprofessional who worked in his classroom. The paraprofessional ended up getting a court-approved harassment restraining order against Henry, and a judge later found he did harass this person. According to records, Henry resigned from Mount Spokane in 2015 amid this investigation. In 2016, he received a written reprimand for calling a student a derogatory name at the Riverside School District in North Spokane County. Spokane Public Schools asked for these records in January 2019. The district also began investigating Henry for not being fully honest in his application documents. Henry turned in his resignation with Spokane Public Schools at the end of last school year. He was not paid after August 31st. Amanda Rowley, KREM 2 News.
Turning our attention to the forecast now, rain showers earlier triggered a flood advisory for much of the inland northwest.
Meteorologist Thomas Patrick in the Weather Center now tracking more rain and possible thunderstorms too.
Yeah, and it seems like today was the most rain we've gotten in about a month's time. So just take it a little bit cautious on those flood advisories, but no current alerts as of right now. But still numerous showers and a few thunderstorms are just kind of closing in on Spokane, if you will. So there's a little zoomed in action, and the lightning is kind of here or there, but it's getting closer to Spokane as you see the general direction of those showers is from west to east. So around Davenport, closing in on Deer Park, even the 9 Mile Falls area, seeing a little bit of lightning as of right now. So just be cautious heading outdoors in the next couple hours. But all that rain and cloud cover is keeping us rather cold, even for September. Just 60 right now in Spokane, and it wasn't much warmer than that all day long. Currently 59 in Deer Park. This might be one of the coolest days of the week, but more rain and possibly thunderstorms on the way tomorrow. This time kind of hugging the mountains overall, but a small chance for the Spokane area. But get ready for more September showers and possibly thunderstorms in the week ahead. We'll break it down day by day coming up in a few.
Thank you, Thomas. Meantime, jury selection started today for the trial of former Pullman police sergeant facing sexual misconduct charges. His name is Daniel Hargraves. He is charged with first-degree sexual misconduct. Now, last April, a Washington State University student reported Hargraves sexually assaulted her. Investigators say the student was intoxicated at the time.
Court documents show DNA on the student's clothing matched Hargraves' DNA. During an investigation, authorities found that he violated a number of department policies, including criminal conduct, failure to activate his body camera, and improper treatment of a person in custody. He resigned from the department last November.
New tonight, CBS News reports Sarah Palin's husband has filed for divorce. Documents cite an incompatibility of temperament that made it impossible to live together. Palin is asking for joint custody of their 11-year-old son. The other Palin children, they're all adults now. The couple has been together for 31 years.
A world-renowned medical school will begin studying the potential medicinal effects of psychedelics. Researchers with Johns Hopkins Medicine received $17 million in private donations to open the Center for Psychedelic and Consciousness Research.
The team says they plan to study the effects of LSD and psilocybin on a range of disorders like depression, addiction, and anorexia.
There are a lot of possibilities here. One of the possibilities is that experiences with these drugs, with psychedelic drugs, can allow you to have deep insights into your life, your behaviors, the nature of the thing that you're trying to get treatment for.
So-called magic mushrooms were categorized as a Schedule I substance in 1970. This means they have high potential for abuse with no medicinal value. Well, researchers at Johns Hopkins believe this categorization may not be accurate.
For example, morphine and heroin, they're nearly identical compounds. One is used every day to help treat, incredible pain, and the other is used on the street recreationally, if you will, and has led to the death of countless people. We shouldn't let stigma get in the way of medical research, and we shouldn't let stigma get in the way of trying to determine whether we can find new ways to help people.
Well, in other news, the Seattle Seahawks are opening a sensory room at CenturyLink Field. The room is geared toward fans with autism or other sensory challenges.
Not only is it helping people with autism, but it is also assisting our fans with PTSD, with any sensory challenges that just merely need a break in order to be with us on game day and to celebrate our team.
Tracy Schneider, the woman you just heard from, is behind this project. She's married to the Seahawks general manager. Schneider got the idea for the sensory room from her son. He was diagnosed with autism almost 15 years ago. Well, the Coeur d'Alene School District introduced a new position to schools this year. They are called Campus Safety Officers.
KREM 2 Shana Waldtower shows us how they're different from traditional school resource officers, but still aim to make schools safer.
Yeah, more funding means new positions, and 4 officers here at 2 schools in the district are making sure that money's being put to good work.
Lots of students, almost 1,700, so it's constantly busy.
A tax levy passed in March gave the Coeur d'Alene School District enough funding to increase some of its security. 2 campus safety officers at Lake City High School and 2 at Coeur d'Alene High. They're different from school security officers, which are actual law enforcement there in the case of a crime. Campus safety officers are school employees working more directly with the students.
Really just as a way to kind of help prevent problems from happening in the first place.
It's Stacy Westberg and Connor Wilson's second week on the job.
During class time, making sure students have their passes, kind of keeping an eye out what's going on around. We just are there to help, maintain the behavior and keep that rapport with them and stuff.
They're also going to school-related events and patrolling the hallways all day.
Record so far is 23,000 steps and 9 miles.
And checking the doors.
To check, I'll go through and they're just push open doors and you just check and make sure that each one is locked.
And monitoring outdoor areas.
It's just one of our common hiding spots where students will ditch class and come outside and try and vape.
The officers say safety is their main job, but they're also there to be a supporting resource for students.
I think that's huge for them to know they have someone to go to.
Something the crew says seems to already be working.
Greeting them and they're, oh, hey, Stacy, how's it going? And good morning. And, ready to tell you about their weekend and stuff like that already,
The district is thinking about adding more of the officers, but that all just depends on funding. In Coeur d'Alene, Shana Waldtower, KREM 2 News.
And we give our congratulations to Amy Campbell. She is the Washington Teacher of the Year for 2020. The state superintendent office made the announcement today. Campbell has worked in the Camas School District for 12 years.
Well, congratulations to her. Also want to give a shout out to one of our local finalists, Annalisa McCann. She works at Broadway Elementary in Spokane Valley.